You feel me? Let's get into it, you hear me? Don't worry about my name, just worry about the video. We'll get into all that later, you hear me? Facts, facts, facts. Alright, man, yeah. Hey, they talking about your boy Bow Wow and all this other stuff, Jermaine Dupri. You feel me? Katt Williams been putting it out here. But let's see what it is. You hear me? We're gonna watch this video together, man. Go like, subscribe, turn your boy up. You know I'm trying to build my energy back up. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get it done. You feel me? Let's get to it, man. You hear me?
That you can tell that much truth without offending certain portions of the population. And so now you have to figure out how you're going to handle that. And at 5'5", I've always handled it just first.
Katt Williams walks up to a Target employee. They're just talking. It's totally normal. And then all of a sudden, Katt Williams just smacks this dude in the face. Best part is, after he slaps the guy in the face, he leaves the Target in one of those, like, motorized carts.
He's a little rascal in his little rascal and totally insane.
In this life, there are consequences, and I'm gonna have to face mine, and your nose has to face his. Just for that one time. For that one last mistake. That one last mistake.
It's good to see so many funny people together in one room, all wondering the same thing. Is Katt Williams gonna show up? Oh, he's right there. There he is. What up? I didn't know he was right there. I would not have said that if I had seen him. I'm nervous as hell right now.
Everybody be asking me, man, does the Blue Chew actually work?
Bro, I'm gonna let him have it.
You get a month for free.
The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business. They're all a group. Cedric, Steve, Ricky, they've been a group. Everybody knows that. They've been aligned. And there are these alliances in comedy. And if you stand against them, then they sometimes have a problem. But we don't let that change the content, because that's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. This is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey wasn't never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago, he was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing 5 shows a week. They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her. Then you went and married somebody else that think like a man. Like, what are you talking about? They think they can rewrite history. They came to me. I was supposed to be the 4th king. I got the offer.
Then what happened?
But I turned it down.
Why?
Because you shit on Bernie. And I know the truth. You think I'm gonna let you shit on Bernie and then come get me? I'm the next king? You. And now that he gone, you gonna act like he wanted to be a movie star. You stop.
You know, dudes felt like they was movie stars. I never saw myself as a movie star. I never read for a movie, man. Didn't care nothing about it. I was a TV star. I want to be on TV.
So TV and radio was your bag.
Because I could do this.
Right.
I could become household if I stay on TV.
Right.
Hey, man, to be famous in the movie, you know how long it take to be Denzel?
I'm doing stand-up. Okay. The next progression is TV movies.
That's the goal for all of us. That's how it goes. That's why when you hear these dudes talking about, oh, I didn't want to be a movie star. You just know it's disingenuous. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Yeah, oh, no. I just wanted to do a game show.
Right.
What? Are you sure? Are you sure? If 100 people talk at the same time that you talking, are you saying something different than them people are saying? Because if you are, then you deserve a special. And if you don't, you're going to find out you're not special. They're going to let you be a star, Lil Rel, but you ugly. And white people don't believe in ugly stars.
You and Katt had some back and forth. Y'all cool now?
No, not really. Yeah, they gonna make you a star, Little Real, but you ugly.
Yeah.
So what the I got to do with this? I don't know what that meant. He said they gonna make you a star, Little Real, but you're ugly. It's like, Katt, brother, if I'm an ugly nigga, thank God, because that's why nothing happened to me. Ain't nobody approached me. Ain't nobody asked me to do shit. I guess I'm an ugly, talented nigga.
Right.
I'm okay with it.
When the last time you saw Katt?
It was at the Emmys a couple years ago. So this is when we into it. Like this is happening.
Yeah, okay, y'all go.
We done did the videos. It's happening. I just presented an award at the Emmys. I go backstage, right? And Chappelle don't know me and this dude beefing.
Right.
Chappelle sees me. Oh, Lil Rel. Oh, Williams. Katt. You know Lil Rel, you know Katt. Now we just staring at each other.
Oh,
David's like, what the wrong with you two niggas, right?
Man, I will fold Little Rail into a small package and sit it inside of Kevin Hart, and then tie it up with a Gerard Carmichael and plant that.
I want to know. I think the world want to know what happened between you and Ali Sadiq. I know you said
The
you didn't
world
want to talk
couldn't
about it.
possibly want to know
Wanna
that.
know,
He's
man.
not famous enough for the world to want to know that. No matter what he says, he never met me.
Katt rides back to the hotel with me to Island Capri. We talking about tattoos the whole way. Years go by. We at the Reliant Arena here. I come out to get this cat named Ghetto. I walk out to get this cat named Ghetto. You probably know Ghetto.
Yeah, I know Ghetto.
Ghetto will vouch for this store. I walk out to get Ghetto. I turn back around. You know how the arena people look in the goddamn yellow shirts. All of them are locked arms standing in front of the door. I'm like, hey, let me slide through y'all. And the lady who was sitting in front of my door, she said, Ali, I can't let you back in the building. I said, what? So that they don't know what's going on. It's just been a sign. Don't let Ali Steve back in this building. Katt's security at the time, dude's name is Carl. Carl comes and he talking over the shoulders of security people. I'm standing outside, me and Ghetto. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, Carl, what's up? He's like, man, Katt, I don't know what's up, man. Katt don't want you back in the building. I said, what?
It'd be nice if that was the story. So now, if that's the story, then let me see if I got this correct. A guy I've never met was supposed to be doing a show with me. And I got so angry, even though I hadn't met him, that I had security keep him out of the building. See, that's the problem with lies. They're faulty from their inception, sir. Tiffany Haddish. She been doing comedy since she was 16. You can't tell me your favorite Tiffany Haddish joke. Why? Because she ain't done a tour yet. She ain't done a special. She has not proven the ability to tell jokes back to back for an hour to nobody. And they already ready to down Monique and up somebody who has showed them Girls Trip. Did you think she wrote Girls Trip, goofball?
Right.
Or do you think that was already a script and they handed it to her?
But people like real, and that's why
Is
they
that
like
what
her.
they like?
They love real.
Oh, because everybody's real then. So don't trip.
No, they like
Wherever
Tiffany
you
Haddish
at under the sound
because
of my
she's
voice,
real.
do you have a real co-worker?
Right.
Do you have a ratchet friend? Do you have a sister? Do you have a cousin? Do you have a nephew? Do you have a niece? Is they so ghetto? When did that become marketable? Knock it off. They like her because she want to sleep with a white man. That's why the only thing she said was, I want to give it to Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt was standing right next to me, and then Elizabeth's husband was like, man, I hope we don't get caught in this elevator. And I was like, it's going to be some pretty-ass babies in this elevator. So he said, well, if I'm single in a year and you're single in a year, maybe we can get together and see what happens. And I was like, oh, my God. For real? When me and Kevin met and stuff, he told me to make this list of
Kevin
those.
Hart, yeah.
Kevin Hart, yes. He told me to make a list. So Leonardo was on that list. It was to get pregnant by him. So when I met him, I saw him and I walked up to him and I was like, hi, Leonardo. My name is Tiffany Haddish, and I think that you are such a talented person. He's like, thank you. I think you're really funny. I saw you with Chris Rock and all that. I was like, oh, thank you. So I just want to tell you something. He's like, what? I was like, I want to hit. He was like, what? I said, I want to hit that. I ain't talking about drugs.
She had a white husband for the 14 years she been doing comedy, and then all of a sudden divorced him, then said he abused her, then wrote a book, then said he didn't, and then now we're at Brad Pitt. So hey, you can say whatever you want. She said she got a disease for JJ. Don't nobody check for that.
What did you think when you heard that
before you responded?
Well, I was like, dang, what'd I do to him? Did I f his man? And then I was like,
You're stupid. You're funny.
that's what I thought at first. That's what I always think when people say mean things. I always think that because I figured it gotta be. I must have took something from me. I must have did something to me.
I was like, when was she married to a white man? I went back and Googled. I was like, because I know.
I've been proposed to by a white man before.
So you weren't married to a white man?
No, never.
I know
been.
that, but whatever.
I want to step in because I'm going to let my sister keep it classy.
Yeah.
My frustration with Katt Williams comes from, you keep pointing at Hollywood. Hollywood this, the white man, this, and this. When do you take responsibility for your actions? You had the shot.
Katt was in that position at one point.
You were the guy.
Yeah.
You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up to work. You f***ed off promo shoots. You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped f***ing with you.
Why was he a risk?
He chose drugs.
Oh.
People tell lies. Katt's on drugs. Where are the stories? Why is there no story of anybody who ever sold a drug to me, did a drug with me, was around me when I was inebriated? I got 5 daughters. I got 5 sons. Why would we tell these ridiculous stories? Because it's competition. In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is?
Everybody has to understand that Netflix doesn't have an opinion on stand-up comedy. They base what they pay you by the amount of ticket sales for your last tour. So Monique's last tour had 316,000 tickets. Therefore, that's what she got offered. My last tour had $2.4 million tickets, and so that's what the offer was.
Wow.
Now these tickets.
Not
Said he
Kev, yes.
sold,
2.4 million tickets
False.
on his last tour.
False.
That's more than Beyonce and Jay-Z.
That's more than Justin Bieber and Justin Timberlake.
That's more than
Billy
Beyonce.
Joel, the Eagles.
That's more than Beyonce and Justin Timberlake combined. Okay, do you understand how many tickets 2.4 million tickets are? All researchable information. I am sitting on 1.3 million tickets sold. There is nobody close to me in ticket sales and comedy.
And you on a worldwide tour.
I am worldwide. I am on par with the likes of your Bruno Mars, your Jay-Z, and Beyonce. Okay, I'm up there with those people. So in comedy, it's unheard of to get those numbers. To throw out numbers like 2.4 million is ridiculous. That's false. It's not even close.
Dave Chappelle, another great comedian, said that, in the industry, they tried to make him wear a dress.
I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist to a degree. Like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, these brothers gotta wear a dress. This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here. So the writer comes in. I think he's the writer. He's like, Dave, listen, you got this hilarious scene where Martin's sneaking out of jail. So he disguises you as a prostitute. And he put this dress on. And, what? The prostitute? Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with that. That should have been in the discussion. And then finally he's like, and he leaves. And then like the director comes, Dave, it really would be great if you wear the dress. Oh gosh, this guy's so difficult. They leave. Now the producers comes, come on, David, would be so great. I mean, and then I started thinking about all the comics that I've seen. Man, strong brothers, why they be putting us in these dresses? But the minute it was clear, I was adamant, I'm not wearing a dress. I'm not wearing the dress. All right, fine. Think of something else. That comes back 10 minutes later. The whole new scene. Hot damn, how did you write the scene so fast? You gotta take a stand.
Have you ever ran into that?
Hey, don't worry about my name, just worry about the video. We'll get into all that later. Hey, go like, subscribe, turn your boy up, man. Just turn me up, man. You feel me? Let's get back to it.
With scripts and is this something that you wouldn't do? before?
I definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress.
Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress wearing people before him. So now saying, why are we picking on poor little Kevin Hart? Because it was his turn next. Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them. End quote.
We all love Dave Chappelle.
I should have never worn these shoes. Just don't match my purse.
I mean, you know, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross.
Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision.
It's all about choice. You know, nobody makes you do anything.
Right.
Nobody says this is what you got to do. This is the only way that you're gonna do it. On Saturday Night Live, you know, it was a choice that I made. So I think it's all about your pick of what's funny to you.
I only put on comedians that are funnier than me. Anybody that ever told you differently was a fat Faison liar. Faison said that getting a Netflix special is easy. I have 12 specials. Guess how many Faison got? 0.
So
Why is he allowed to have conversations about real stand-up people? We do not let people who are on the juice discuss real athletes. That's all.
He's doing the interview, and he has to say something about me.
Yep. He wasn't even asked about you.
Right.
Yeah, he just brought you up out of the blue.
Like, okay, when I see him, I gotta pick him up.
You know, he was saying you pulled a gun on him outside a supper club or something the other night. And
Wait a minute, you telling me Faison, the actor, said on TMZ that I did what?
that a gun was pulled.
Were you scared when he pulled the gun out? Did you think he was going to shoot you?
I tell you the truth, I was, because it's like, you know, somebody with a gun and they on that narcotics, you don't know what's gonna happen.
You saying he's a snitch?
He's the
saying
allegation.
he's a bald-faced rat?
These are the allegations.
You said that he went and told you street business?
What's going on? What happened, man?
You see, they made another mistake. Third one in 6 months.
Third one in 6 months.
Faison called the police on us. Gangbangers are only gangbangers when the gang's around. I thought he was a big, famous dude.
Big old tough guy, yeah.
I thought he was a blood or something. Faison, he can tell the police whatever he wants. Faison, write some jokes. When their gang's not around, then suddenly they just become people that go and call the police. Dudes that are 5'5", 40 pounds.
Like, okay, when I see him, I gotta f him up.
But that's like you beating up a 14-year-old.
It's like me going to a soccer field and beating up a 14-year-old, slapping him first to get my ass beat.
At 5'5", I've always handled it fist first.
I got Katt Williams out here, man, finna fire nigga ass up.
See him all this pissed up, I'll knock the gray out this motherfucking brain. Excuse me, mic check. Don't be nosy, it could happen to you.
What happened in Georgia? Is everything okay?
What'd you hear?
Well, there's a story that you got arrested in Georgia because something that happened at a pool store. What happened?
He used the N-word on the last day of Black History Month.
Jesus. Well.
So, Katt Williams did what Katt Williams had to do as a black man.
Do you have any idea who shot Suge?
I'm pretty sure Suge knows who shot Suge. So when he comes out of sedation, I'm sure anybody who gets shot will tell you who shot them, right?
Yeah.
But if the police say nobody shot him, I believe nobody shot him. And if nobody shot him, that's the same nobody that shot Tupac. And if nobody shot Tupac, it's the same nobody that shot MLK. And if nobody shot him, that's the same person that shot Malcolm X too. Shout outs to the nobodies of the world.
Powerful statement.
So there was a crossroads where we were both invited to an Illuminati thing, and it had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. One of us had to cut off all their hair and couldn't do the sideburn thing no more with the points, was going to get $200 million because they were going to pay him $10 million a movie to do 20 movies. And that's how the conversation happened. One of those persons turned out to be Ludacris, and the other person turned out to be Katt Williams. Now, one person ended up with a light-skinned, ugly-faced wife that's never done a... Remember I told you that if I say that, it applied to 7 people? Yeah. It's part of what they give you.
I gotta ask you before you go, was Katt Williams ever really offered you a role in Fast and Furious?
No, he never, I don't, not that I know of.
You didn't take offense to nothing, even when he was saying, if you do this and you do that, you get an ugly light-skinned wife in movie roles? Or...
Charlamagne, it was so laughable what he said. I took it as laughable because he's a comedian, and that's why I kind of responded with some laughable stuff.
That's dope.
You cook? Do you cook for your kids?
Absolutely.
Tell me some of the things you cook.
As a father of 7 with an unlimited food budget, you can make...
I said what they like.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. I said what do they like?
Just because you're a poor interviewer doesn't mean...
I said you answer the question.
Is it okay for me to answer?
Come on.
You keep interrupting the answer. Everyone can hear it. How many kids you got? One?
I have 3 boys.
What's your favorite thing to cook? Your
They like for me to, I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli and they love my baked chicken.
Hey, right now look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli and tell me does it say heat up water?
I don't know nothing about.
You know what her second meal they love from her? What I do with corn. I like to dig it out that can and I put it in there. And then I get a can of water and I put it on there. And then I get some Zatarain's. They don't expect that. I sprinkle it.
Get on out here with your crazy ass.
Is he crazy?
And help me get to the salon. All right, it's the People Station Viewer 3. Your hair is kind of...
That joint was...
My hair is 19 inches long and I have no perm.
You don't?
Oops. Come run one of your gnarled fingers. While you on air. So they can hear you live.
Come on.
Only one of our hairs moving while we talk.
Are you alright? Did you want it? And make sure...
The wig and the headphones
come
together.
And take off them old ass clothes you got on. How about that? Yeah, they're old.
Versace, yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Versace.
I want to apologize to the people at Versace Collection. This is your 2019 summer line that hasn't come out. If you can't get your blood pressure down, you can't call me that.
Whatever, little mama.
If your cholesterol is 600.
Whatever, little mama.
I'm little mama's baby daddy.
No, you little mama.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
and what are you, girl? You probably shouldn't talk about sizes.
No, that's okay.
You big on the radio.
That's right.
Go ahead. Just go
Get your ass out of here.
Rule number 3,
Okay.
you can't get rich slow. When I owned 100 houses...
Alright, don't worry about the video. Don't worry about my names, worry about the video. We get into all that later. Hey, gonna turn your boy up. Go like, subscribe, get me where I need to be, man. Come on, man. Show that love, support, you feel me? And we gonna get back to it. This video almost over. You know what I'm saying? We gonna ride it out, you feel me?
Most comedians don't get booed enough. This is how you end up with a Michael Blackson, who's a real African doing a fake African accent. Okay,
Me and Katt was really cool. Till I did an interview with Drink Champ, and I thought I was giving a compliment, but I guess it came off wrong, and he took it personal.
To be a successful comedian, you have to be likable. Look at Katt Williams. Katt fought a 10-year-old kid, smoke crack, did everything. That Katt is so likable and so lovable. Katt could go out and do a movie, do whatever he wants.
I'm like, I didn't even mean it in a bad way. I'm trying to give you a compliment. And I'm a comedian. Even my compliment's gonna have some kind of joke to it.
That's what we do.
All I did was give him the best advice of his life. Remember, he was wearing dirty dashikis, and I told him he needed to dress to be in the position that he's trying to say that he's in. And if you're the African king of comedy, sir, there's actually comedians in Africa doing comedy. If you're going to say that, you got to go to Africa and get a school, dude. Everybody got, you got to put in some work. And these guys, they take my advice, they change their whole persona, and then they hate me for it.
He said he had to talk with me. Me and this nigga never had no conversation. He said, you know, I told him if you call yourself African, come go to Africa and build a school. Who the randomly tell their friends go build a school? This shit make no sense. But you know what? Building a school is something that is almost impossible to do. Right. And he, you know, who did it? LeBron James, Oprah. Yeah. So now I've done something so great. He had to find a way to attach himself to it. And tell him that he told me to do it. Yeah. So that way he could look good. Katt, he's a crackhead.
Katt Williams, I want to know what's shorter. You or my scene next Friday?
All of your scenes are small.
I don't like this.
And he doesn't like you either.
Okay.
Cedric doesn't write. I'm sorry, he doesn't write. Cedric's sitting here telling you why he ain't a movie star. He over here look like a walrus. You didn't say nothing. He can't even get his arms off his stomach sitting over here. Why I'm not a movie star. Remember, when Cedric the Entertainer starts, he's supposed to be singing, dancing, and telling jokes. That's why he's called the Entertainer. Right. We found out he can't sing, can't dance, and doesn't write jokes. He did 4 comedy specials. They're so bad, Shannon, they're not available on Netflix or Tubi. Can I say that again for the audience? They're so bad that they're not available on Netflix or Tubi. Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Katt Williams' joke? Yeah. He said, it don't line up.
Like, I mean, it was ridiculous. You know what I mean? It was like the idea of the joke that he was even talking about, it don't even match up with no timeline. So for me, it was one of those things like...
Did you have a conversation? Did you guys sell it? Did you have a conversation with Katt?
I've seen Katt, you know, even before then. Right. I've seen this guy 30 times. Like, dog, if you literally was that upset about it, like, dog,
why you and say, hey,
why didn't you say nothing? Like, that don't even make sense. This is some internet shit, and that's all I can say.
I'm on BET's Comic View, and they're using this as the commercial in 1998. He thought that I was just a no-name comedian, and that he could take this joke and nobody would know. Right. The issue was that I had already done this particular joke on BET's Comic View twice. Right. It had done so well on BET's Comic View that they had made it part of the commercial. So part of the commercial of make sure you tune in to BET was you seeing me doing this joke. This is not just a random joke. This is my very best joke, and it's my last joke, and it's my closing joke. Okay. 1998, I'm doing this joke. It's on Comic View. Cedric comes to the Comedy Store. He watches me in the audience. He comes backstage. He tells me what a great job I did and how much he loves the joke. 2 years later, he's doing that as his last joke on the Kings of Comedy. And he's doing it verbatim. He's just changed my car into a spaceship. Him and Steve had already apologized for me, so I gave him a pass for a decade. Why would you sit here and be like, I saw Katt 30 times, and Katt didn't do... As I stand before you, Shannon, I would have bust Cedric's stomach. There was nothing that would have kept me from one of these in that patch right there. Like, are you kidding me?
Katt Williams, have you ever used your platform to bring the people that were under you up? You haven't. You don't hear Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, the Kings of Comedy, Seinfeld, and Steve Martin, Martin Short. You don't hear the guys that got on top and that made it by doing what they love, complain about the people that are coming under them. When the people of color get these opportunities, at all, why are the people of color the ones that are tearing the people that are getting the opportunities down?
And also, well, Dave Chappelle responded to Katt Williams and said he didn't like the fact that he was going at only black comedians.
He only ate the he didn't say anything about any of these white boys. And none of these white boys function like that. And Katt is one of the best haters in the game. Stop. And Katt hurt people, but I am a hurt person that never hurt people. And he does it all the time. This one and that one and this one. But anything that you did wrong, he didn't do nothing wrong, I'm gonna bring a that guy, Katt, did this to me. Katt was talking about that did to other but not about anything that did to him. If I told my story, it would break your heart. I lost everything and never, ever told on anybody.
I mean, Dave, not wrong. I said the same thing. I said something very similar. If you're going to call out the power structure in Hollywood, don't go after, in your words, the puppets. Call out the folks pulling the strings. Don't call out the planters. Call out the people who are doing the planting. Like, you can't have any conversation about power in the entertainment industry and not talk about white folks. So if you really want to shake the room and you think that it's a real problem in the industry, you start at the top. You start at the head. Calling out a bunch of your peers does nothing but make you the talk of the worldwide nigga net. But don't listen to me because I'm a plant.
Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. All lies will be exposed.
Hey, seem like Katt Williams putting that facts out. You feel me? He back at it all day. I don't think he never stopped. But anyway, man, don't worry about my name. Just worry about the video. We'll get into all that later. Go like, subscribe, turn your boy up, man. You know, it was nice vibing with y'all guys. You feel me? It was nice vibing. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all whatever. You feel me? And we up out this mud, man.